This is Ethan on Staying Healthy Kimberley on Warringer Radio 693 AM. Today we have Nathan from Mental Health. Hello, Nathan.
Hey, Ethan. How you going?
Good. What are we going to be talking about today?
Just going to be talking about helping people who might want to cut down their Gunja use or stop completely.
Yeah. And why might someone be cutting down, like, on Ganja?
Yeah. So Gunja, a lot of people use it to relax, or they might be stressed out, or they might really enjoy it. But with most drugs that give you that sort of artificial high and feeling, there are those negative downsides to it as well. So it sort of messes with your routine in the long. It gives you an artificial high. So there's these feel-good receptors in your brain. So there's things like you might be when you're out there running around, or you're at footy training, or you're spending time with family, with friends, all those things that make you feel good, that sends up signals in your brain. And what drugs does, like Ganja, it falsely sets them off. So it sort of forces your brain into setting off and saying, this feels really good. But over time, you have to use more and more and more to get that sort of artificial high. So people, then their usage gets higher and they have to use it a lot more. And those things that they did previously, like kicking the footy and hanging out with friends, suddenly that doesn't give them that feel-good receptor as much. So that's why it can be pretty damaging in the long run for people that are using Ganja.
Yeah. And what are some of the tips for people who want to just slow or just cut down from Ganja?
Yeah, so if you're wanting to cut down, think about trying to get yourself back into a good routine. So think about when you're feeling really good about yourself when you weren't using. What was the things? Maybe you're getting up and going to school, or maybe getting up early and going to work, or whatever it was, helping out around the house or in community, and get yourself into that stable routine. So during the day as well, it might be getting to footy training on time, and just small steps, towards getting yourself back. So if you're sitting around the house smoking Ganja all day, maybe it's getting out there a bit more and doing those things you love. Like at the moment, the weather's really cool. It's weirdly cloudy at the moment. Listen to Scotty's report in the morning. It's a bit strange for dry season, but it's nice and cool at the moment, so it's a great time to get out there and explore the country at the moment and fish. There's still seeing some barra photos getting out there, so there's definitely doing those things that you enjoy, and then taking those small steps to reducing your Ganja use as well.
Yeah. And how might people feel if they like cutting down or just slowing down Ganja?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's not going to feel great at all. Like, when we're talking about cutting down, you're making those long-term changes to feel good. But at the start, you're going to feel pretty down about yourself. You might feel tired. You might actually feel sick, because what you're using to make yourself feel normal, you're cutting off. So it's about either slowly coming off it, or just knowing that you're in that long-term journey, and that it's steps to recovery, steps to reducing your use. So not to feel bad about yourself if you slip up and maybe you do go back to using. It's that long-term journey to feeling better and using less. And think about all the small wins that you're having. Maybe you are getting to footy or basketball or netball training, or you are spending more time with your friends, or getting to school or work. It might be that you're sleeping better some nights, or you're just generally eating healthy. So definitely think about those wins that you're having along the way.
Yeah. And where can people contact mental health if they have any issues? Yeah,
so in Kununurra, we're at the Coolabah Centre, which is attached to the hospital. So you can come in and speak to someone at reception. Just say you want to speak with the drug and alcohol mob. Or you can call us if you prefer not to come in at 9166 4350. And we're also in Halls Creek on Neighbour Street. So pop into there. And then from there, we also go and do outreach in places like Warman and Wyndham and Columbaroo. So just go to your clinic and say you want to get some help, and then we'll be able to help you out, and let's have a chat about your use and maybe what are some of the reasons that you're wanting to cut down, and just support you on that journey.
Yeah. Thank you, Nathan, for coming on the show today.
Cheers. Thanks, Ethan.
That was Nathan, who is from Mental Health on Staying Healthy Kimberley on Warringer Radio 693 AM.